Hello. Okay. I think we've been hanging around on the menu for far too long. Let's actually get started, shall we? Hi guys. Welcome to Slime Rancher. I friggin' love this game. This, again, much like with Subnautica that I played last week, this is one of those games I bought in early access, and I watched it slowly develop over the years, and when did it hit 1.0? It was sort of late last year-ish, and it's a fantastic game. It's really good fun. It's a kind of a farming simulator kind of game. The likes of, I'm trying to think now, if there's been a game quite like this before. There probably has, like, what games where you, you know, you run around and you corral animals and stuff like that. I mean, I know Stardew Valley was sort of a big farming simulator game. I haven't played that. That might be another game I might play on the screen. On stream sometime. I'll get it right in a minute. So we'll see about that, and we'll see what happens. So we'll just say people are still trickling in, I think. I like how it says I've got 3 viewers on my stats, but I look at the viewers list and there's no one there. That doesn't help me. That doesn't help me know who's in the stream, guys. Anyway, who the hell cares? Okay. But apparently, according to this thing, we have 3 viewers. And assuming one of them is probably me, that means I have 2 viewers. And that's more than enough to get going. So yeah, if you haven't played this game, as I said, the basic idea of it is that you run around and you have to collect slimes. I'll explain it as we get into it. What are we going to call the game? I guess I'll call it Stream. There, that'll do it. What icon are we going to have? There's a lot of icons, but there's a lot of icons. Want something cute. Could be the gold one, or the bandit cat, or the normal cat. Those are all pretty cute. There's a lot of different choices. I'm going to go with the gold one. And we got casual and rush. Personally, some people said that, like, they introduced casual mode because it's like an easy mode. This game is so easy already. Like, it's actually a really easy game. So, I'll just go standard adventure. But let's get started. And you'll see how cute and adorable this game actually is. 1,000 light years away from Earth, on a planet known as the Far, Far Range, Beatrix LeBeau begins her first day as a slime rancher. Let's get moving. Ding, 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 ding. Nice. It's been a while since I played this game, actually. Right. Up to it. Space and jump to shift, and you can... We have a sucking gun that sucks things up. Make of that what you will. I'm not going to make any additional jokes or otherwise vulgar comments about the fact that we have a sucking gun. It just is, and that is fine. Let's collect up all that. There's a bunch of stuff. Oh, hang on, I hear the sounds of birds flapping over here. There you are. You back to slime. Yes, and I'll deal with that in a minute. I've got more important things to do first. Bump. So anyway, this is our ranch. This is the slime ranch. And from here we shall begin our glorious mission. Potentially. Certainly very slime-filled mission. Look, they look so happy in their cage of death. Where they will stay there until I feed them. Because it's that kind of game. Alright, we need a chicken coop, which I'm going to build briefly over here. Let's just drop you and you. Time to feed slimes. Doink. Doink. And doink. So you feed them food, they eat it, and then they create these things. Plorts. It's slime poo. You're gathering up crystallized slime poo. But apparently it's worth a lot of money. Whee! That's a new effect. On the money. They did the little thing where you sort of, the thing goes up as you collect it. I have legitimately not seen that in this game before. They must have added it in a recent update. They're always adding new stuff. That's what I like about games like these. These developers actually care. You know, they actually give a shit. There we go. And one more. Slime poop. The poop of slime. I don't know what they do with it. I mean, you can see all the different types of slimes and stuff that you can get here. It's there's a lot of different slime types, and we'll be slowly uncovering them as the game goes on. But for now, we're more or less done here. It's time to go exploring. Ah! Dry reef. A coral-crusted ocean floor that now basks under a golden sun. Hello, Beatrix. The name's Hobson Twilgers, rancher, explorer, and the former owner of this here ranch that you now call your own. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I was a rancher for more years than I can remember. I felt that there was one last adventure left in me, so I set off to find just that. But before I go, I'm taking one last tour around this here land I love. So, keep your peepers peeled for notes like these if you want to hear what an old coot has to say every now and again. Be talking to you. H. Hello, Bronze Tiger. Did you say Viva Pinata Slime Edition? I never played Viva Pinata. Strictly speaking, I do technically own a copy through Games for Windows Live. But seeing as that doesn't actually exist anymore, I doubt my copy exists either. I was sort of given a copy because, you know, you own something long enough, eventually you just sort of get stuff for free. So I never played Viva Pinata. But, I've heard it was, like, okay. Wasn't there, like, a cartoon show or something based on it? I can't even remember. Put you in there and have some, whoa, no, have some food. No, really? Oh, okay. Port. Is that it? Oh, no. Creep. Port. Oh, that's it. Just three. Oh, no, wait. Hang on. 4. Haha, we do have 4. Okay, you guys stay there. Eventually they'll break out. I need the high walls, but I don't have enough money for that yet. Nice. How much do high walls cost? I've forgotten. There's some food in there. That'd be fine. 350. I only have 140. That could be a problem. But we'll be fine. It's one of those juggling acts. You have to sort of go out and find new slimes, bring them back, and then just stuff them until they explode. About average, really. Pretty more or less a normal day for me, to be perfectly honest. You're so happy all the time. This game is unbelievably adorable. Like, it is so cute. Oh, no, I thought that was a port. It's not. It's just a blob of slime. So much slime. Of course, the pink ones here, these are just your basic slime types. But there are many, many more. Slimes here, slimes there. Slimes bleeding everywhere, I tell you. It was actually kind of annoying because I wasn't sure which game I wanted to play on. So I do the usual and I stick up a poll on Twitter asking 4 different games. There was this, there was A Hat in Time, there was West of Loathing, and there was, what's the other one? Fallout New Vegas. Short version being, I got 6 votes, which is actually pretty decent. More votes than I was expecting. Which is fine. No problem with there being 6 votes. Unfortunately, it was 2 votes for this game. It was... Give me the plort. It was 2 votes for this game. Oh, I'm full. Oh no, I'm full. Yeah, so it was 2 votes for this game, it was 2 votes for A Hat in Time, and it was 2 votes for Fallout New Vegas. That kind of voting doesn't help. Oh, chicken, how did I miss you? They shall breed, and they shall grow, and then I shall feed them to the slimes. Because, you know, Beatrix herself does not eat, like, anything at all, ever, apparently. So, we're only interested in feeding slimes. We don't feed ourselves. Why would you ever want to? So let's just make sure that there's enough food in the corral in order to keep these little pricks happy. But if there isn't, they're going to start wandering. Fortunately, pink slimes will literally eat anything. And when I say anything, I mean anything. Which is fine. But the other slime types that we shall be encountering all in good time are a little more picky. Hello. Gonna need that roostro. Oh no, is the sun going down already? Oh dear. Bouncy. Hello. So how's everyone doing in the chat? Oh, oh no, one escaped. No, you don't. You shall never escape. This is your prison for the rest of eternity. Yeah, they'll easily get out. I could build the high walls now. In fact, looking at the way they're stacking themselves up like that, I think I'd probably be better. Okay, high walls. 5. Ah. Now you're not going anywhere. Oh, so much stuff to buy, so much money needed to be made. It's always a sort of 50-50 split on whether you want to bring slimes back to your house or whether you just want to go out into the wild, gather up as many ports as you can and then lug those back and sell them. Usually the latter is the best idea. We'll keep going. You'll see the lovely world that is Slime Rancher. Give me the plort, please. Look, a new slime type. It's a rock slime. Wait! Yeah, they like to do that. They're rock slimes and they like to roll. I'll let you fill in the blanks on that one. Ooh, it's a thing. It's a map. It's weird that they actually added the map, because the map was one of the sort of very last additions they added. I think they called it like the navigation update or something like that. And it was weird because everybody was saying, oh, you need a map, but I didn't. I never needed a map for this game. It just was just small enough as it was. But this is the map. So you've got this area here is the dry reef. This chunk here, you should be able to see my mouse. Yeah, you can. This chunk here, this is the that's the ranch. Then this bit up here is the dry reef. You got this area over here. You got this section here. This section over here. And one more area over here. I think there are others as well. They're just not on the map yet. You have to unlock them as the game goes on. So let's do some exploring. Actually, no, let's not do some exploring. Let's instead gather plorts. That's really what I need right now. You, eat. As you can see, you get big slimes called largos that are combinations of 2 slime types. So if a slime eats a plort, so say a pink slime eats a plort of a rock slime, And we're done. Okay, full already. Doesn't take that long, does it? So yeah, if say a pink slime ate, look, you get tabby slimes as well as rock slimes. Those are the cute little cat slimes, and they are absolutely adorable. And these things with the wings, those are a combination of pink slimes and I want to say phosphor slimes. Top of my head, no, okay. Thought there was a plot there. Must have just been a mark or stain on the wall. Need to gather up enough money to buy a second corral so I can start gathering rock slimes. Because that's the next one to aim for, I think. Have some more food. I'm gonna end up starving to death. Get as much money as you can as soon as possible, because as you can probably tell by the arrows and other things next to them, prices vary. It's kind of like a stock market. Good. Carrots. Nice. Okay, time to build a new corral. Now we can go get some rock slimes. Well, theoretically we can go and get some rock slimes if any have actually spawned, because they usually take a while. It's such a nice quiet night. Clouds, a giant ass moon is up in the sky. Yet it doesn't seem to affect the tides in any way, so that's rather nice. Wait, don't need you. Any more carrots left? Nope, there were no carrots left. That's a shame. Let's see. Any more rock slimes? Or have they all gone already? They've all gone. Tabby slimes will have to come later, I'm afraid. Because I don't have the space for them yet. I suppose I could collect some. And phosphorus slimes, why the hell not? Phosphorus slimes are kind of annoying in the sense that woo! Running around. Oh look, another one of these. Had a great big tree like this here once along the edge of my property back on Earth. I had been there. It had been there before anyone could remember. It survived all kinds of change around it, and then one day I began to notice it was dying. It wasn't anything unnatural. It was just its time, I suppose. And then I realized if I didn't do something, I'd end up like that tree. I'd spend my whole life in that same place. I wasn't going to let that happen, so I bought a ticket for the far, far range the very next day. Success! Cat slime. And we have tar. Tar is not so good. Go away, please. You see, tar is what you get when a Largo slime, which is already a combination of two slime types, eats the plort of a third slime type. They don't like that. It's not good for them. It turns them into tar. Which, yeah, not fun, not friendly, and not very good. But we'll be okay. Now, the real question is, what am I going to do with all these slimes I've got in my inventory? Well, I can get rid of the rock slimes. That's a start. The carrots. Eat the carrots. And give me your plorts. Plorts of justice. Ow, ow, ow. Come on. Carrots, please. Good. Drop you off in there. More food. You gotta be careful with that kind of stuff because it doesn't last. If it's not stored somewhere, then, like, literally. Here. Appears I have an email. Star mail. Rise and shine. From Casey. Hi B, what's it like to sleep for a whole year? Did you dream? I can't imagine what that's like. Semsy puts you in a pod and then it's lights out for all that time. Wow. What's the far range like? Have you started exploring? Is the air as clear as they say? I bet it's really beautiful. I'm probably asking too many questions. I bet you have a lot of work to do on that ranch. I still can't believe it's yours now. Guess I better leave you to it and just keep it short. Good luck, B. If anyone can make it out there, it's you. Casey. Welcome to the far range from the 7Z Corporation. Miss LeBrew. The 7Z Corporation would like to welcome you to the far range. Welcome. And extend our support in your bold new venture as a slime rancher. Support extended. I like how that's in brackets, like, yes, support extended. Yeah, if you put it in the asterisk, that would probably make even less sense, but whatever. We would also like to request that you exercise caution in your first few days on the range. Unless you can get more familiar with your surroundings, traveling at night is not advisable. Trust me, I'm fine on that. I've been playing this game for years. Lastly, should you require any additional tools for your backpack or items to make your slime ranching experience easier, the 7Z Corporation would be pleased to provide them to you from your shop located just outside your ranch house. Yeah, basically those are your upgrades. This is what my character looks like. That is Beatrix. A lot of people complained, actually, when that character model was added. They're like, oh, I didn't know she was black. It's like, what the fuck were you expecting? Who the hell cares? Anyway, these are the upgrades you can get. I'm not going to get any now, because I don't need any now, but, upgrades. I need more money. Let's see what else I can get. Moon is big. Really big. Actually, no, I don't need those yet. What I really need... what I really need are plorts. That's what I really need. Preferably plorts that aren't pink. Seems like that might be all I'm able to get. Oh, I will gather up plorts while I wasn't gonna, but it looks like that might be my only possible option. Which is slightly annoying. Would have preferred a different colour. Still, we'll be alright. Oop, there's one. Bomb. Come here, you. Yep. Couple of tabby plorts. I would prefer more, but take what you can get, unfortunately. Just has to be the way. Anything else? No? Fine. So boring sometimes, I swear. The birds kicking around, I suppose that's a thing. So many birds, so little time. The dry reef is definitely the smallest area of the bunch. It's also the easiest, you know? You can just navigate it very, very easily. I'd like to take that, but I can't. You can never get more than gather 4 things at once. You can get one other slot, but that only ever is reserved for liquids. It doesn't work for solid things, which is a bit annoying. start. We'll keep gathering up money. Build a few more corrals for stuff. See, what I really need to do is I need to unlock that area over there, but that takes like, I think it's 1,750, which is going to take a while to get. We need a more stable supply of money to really be able to get into the new areas. But this would definitely be the next one. See the grotto, well, there, 1,795, which seems like such an arbitrary amount. Like what, and 95? It must be like one of those sale things, you know, where they say, hey, it's on sale, and it's like 1 penny off, and it just makes it seem cheaper. So by, you know, taking off 5 new bucks, it makes it seem cheaper or something, I don't know. It's good fun though. Okay. Can I build a corral? See, 400 solar shield. 4. See, I need 850 for that. I can, however, do that. Oh, you guys. Unfortunately, as you might imagine, they're cats. And unfortunately, that means that they're meat eaters. Say goodbye to the hens. Out the way, please. Just let the port. Thank you. There we go. Success. Now we can start gathering up even more money. Okay then. That's not active yet, so I'm not talking to you about that. I need more rock slimes. Technically, and I need more cat slimes too, but mostly I need more rock slimes. Can I have the chickens, please? Oi! I guess I'll have to take the chickadoos. Hello, cat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Seeing there's that many of them, I might as well take some. Gotta get my money somehow. Actually, I'll run out of space. I gotta get rid of something. Hang on, let me go drop off these plorts. So many things. There will be a lot of back and forth. I mean, it's a farming game, you know. You go back, you go forth, you go out into the wide world, then you go back in again, and it's just what you do in these sort of games, isn't it? I'm not complaining. I like this kind of gameplay. So we'll see how we get on. You guys eating any more? 1 plort. That's nice. There's a problem with feeding the tabby slimes, is that chickens sort of breed very slowly, like very slowly. So it takes quite a long time for you to properly be able to feed these guys. Just leave it to it. The happier I can keep them, the better. You got this game as well, have you, Cat? That's nice. Yeah, I've completed it as well. I haven't played any of the newer DLC they've added to it, like the sort of extra areas and everything yet. I just haven't got around to it, really. No particular reason for that. It's one of the things on my list. Ooh, rocks. Rock. Yes, please. I think I'll get rid of that, actually. Need more rocks? Damn it. Okay. Get rid of you. Take you instead. I'm gonna need to collect that up. Back to the range we go. I'm sad it's almost finished. Yeah, the end of this game is really kind of melancholy. It's very odd. Because, I mean, there isn't really, like, much in the way of a story. The most that comes from the story is these messages from, what's his name, Hobson, or whatever it was. And the emails you get from Casey. Because Casey is kind of your... Well, they never really state the gender of Casey. Beatrix is obviously a girl, but Casey could be either a girl or a guy. It's deliberately left vague. I think deliberately, anyway. Definitely Beatrix's sort of significant other. Wait, what you doing here? Get in there. Oh, honestly. Birds, what are they like? So it's, yeah, and the ending is... Well, strictly speaking, the game doesn't end. There's no ending, but there is a point where you get the credits rolling. Which I suppose counts as close to an ending as you can get, but the game technically just goes on forever. Because it's that kind of game. There's no, yeah, unlike, what was it, Stardew Valley. You know, that game had an ending. There was like, you know, 3 years or whatever it was. I haven't played Stardew Valley yet. Again, it's one of those games on my to-do list. I'll get around to it eventually. You don't read the messages that Casey sends you. Well, technically you have to. I think if you want to watch the credits roll, I think you actually have to read them. But, you know, like you say, you don't have to read them. It's entirely optional how much, or indeed how little of the story you immerse yourself in. Which I like. You know, I like the idea that the story is technically optional. I think that's, it's good from a storytelling standpoint. Okay, take these Pogo Fruit. Don't worry about it too much. It's, like I said, the game doesn't really end as such. It just sort of is. Check out the big guy, a pink Gordo. You have to feed them fruit, and they get bigger with each one. But it takes quite a lot. We'll be coming back there later. What happens when you feed him all the fruit? Well, if you've ever seen Monty Python's The Meaning of Life, there's a big clue for you. If you haven't seen it, don't worry about it. Get these lines. Come here, come here. Put the strawberry down. It's not strawberry, it's a Q-berry. Close enough. Let's get rid of the chick. Adult birds. Because I can feed those directly to the cats. Like the evil. Is it 50? You see, here's the thing. It's actually, I think it's 50 if you feed it just a regular food. But I'm pretty sure, like with normal sized slimes, you see all the slimes have a favorite food. And if you feed a slime its favorite food, it gives you 2 plorts when you feed it rather than just 1. And I'm pretty sure it counts as double for Gordos as well. I'm not like 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. Pinks don't have a favorite because they just eat everything. So you can only ever get 1 plort from a pink slime anyway. Nope, that's the wrong way. Okay, rock slime. Bop, bop. Wait. Get in there. Hey, I have star mail. You've got mail. I do? Why would anybody want to talk to me? What's it say? Star mail. Welcome to the Range Exchange. Thorowest. Hi there, Beatrix. Name's Thorowest. I'll keep my introduction short on account of the fact we've got work to do. I'm a long-time rancher here on the Far Range and head of the welcome wagon for your local Range Exchange. The Range Exchange is a network of ranchers just like yourself who are looking to trade what they what they've got for what they need. Slimes, plots, foods, whatever. All you need to do is check out on the range exchange machine daily and be sure to get the trade completed within 24 hours. As more ranchers get added to your network, you should also receive a hearty hello from them, so check your inbox. Well, enough drawing. We've both slimes to wrangle. Let's do it. Yeah, so that's just... This is the range exchange. Hello. Basic idea is you get 24 hours. You have to give them that. So they need 11 rock slimes and 7, what are they called? Pogo Fruit. And in exchange you get 750, ooh, 750 newbucks. I may consider that. And some hens. See, that's good, but 11 rock slimes, that's a lot. That's like a lot of rock slimes. It's more than I've got in here, unfortunately. So, we'll see how my slime hunting goes on that front. Stop trying to jump out. That's the problem with the tabby slimes, is they like to boop you on the nose. So they often jump very high up in the air in order to come crashing down on your head. And it usually ends up with them flying off somewhere. But you get an achievement for it, so that's good. Some food. Yay, food. Still growing. Oop. Carrots. Come on. Oop. Berries. Nope, nope, all done. Right, now we can go down here. Hi guys. I've got enough tabby slimes. It's rock slimes I'm really looking for now. Tabbies, tabbies, tabbies. Don't need any pink plots at the moment. Make a garden and plant the carrots. I will get around to making a garden for myself. I have a very specific way in which I like to do this, because I tend to move all the slime storage, like, out into the cave area and the wild area. The middle I tend to keep for plants, but unfortunately I can't really get to that point yet. I've got, the thing with this thing is, in order to save me money in the long run, I have a kind of this long-term goal. And you've got to kind of plan ahead. I mean, you don't have to play it like that, but you can play it like that, and that's the point. Look, it exploded, and I got a key. Slime, please. You know what? It's yours. Take it. You see, and that was less than 50. In fact, I'm fairly certain that was significantly less than 50, because I gave it 20 before. So I think that was only 30. Off the top of my head. That's a guess. That is a bit of a guess, but... damn it. I'll have to come back for these guys and just hope that they're still there. Fingers crossed. Okay. I think my next goal will be to gather up enough money, hopefully at least, to be able to open up the cave. Because I really want to start moving the slimes into there. So many plots all the time. Don't you come here. Stop trying to boot me, please. Oh. gathered all the little glitz. There we go. Good slimes. Good little slimies. Woohoo! Well, I'm getting there. Slowly but surely, I'm getting there. Okay. Oop, missed one. Okay. None of you want this? There you go. Okay, well, take care, cat. See you around later. Feel free to follow me if you want to keep watching in the future. I tend to stream on a weekly basis, so by all means. Right, so we got over 1,000. I still need another, what is it, 700 new bucks. It's going to take a while. This is where the kind of grindy stuff starts coming in. See, this is kind of where the choice in my mind comes between whether I want to keep grinding for money with what I've currently got, or whether I want to start going a little further afield and go exploring for more plots. Because I've got this key from the Gordo slime, it means I can unlock a new area. Which, you know, new area means new slimes and new stuff. What the hell are you doing? Oh, I know, you're trying to get the food in here, aren't you? That's what you're doing. Because unfortunately, I can't just put the phosphor slimes in a standard corral, because they disappear in daylight. So you either A, need to build a corral with a solar shield, or you put them in a cave. And I'm inclined to put them in the cave because the cave does more stuff. Because it's like, if I built the corral with the solar shield, that'd be fine. But it would cost me more money in the long run. Because I'd be spending money on a corral that I would, in all likelihood, inevitably destroy. So you don't have to play it this way, but I try to plan ahead at least a little bit to save me money in the long run. I mean, theoretically, there's an infinite amount of money because there's an infinite number of slimes. And it really does get to this point, particularly towards the sort of the end game, where you're literally just running around, gathering up, anyway, you're gathering, what happened to the, yeah, there it is. Yeah, you're running around gathering up, like, food, you know, vegetables and fruits and whatnot, just to give it to your slimes, to get plorts, and you really do feel like in the end, you're just doing busy work. And it can be very hard to get yourself out of that cycle, because that's kind of the cycle the game is built around. Eventually it does get to the point where you have so much money, you'll just let your slime starve, because they don't die if you don't feed them enough. As horrible as it is to say that, they don't. So I've got this key, and I need to use it somewhere. And there are 2 new areas that I can go to, but I've only got 1 key. So I'm going to ask the chat if anyone out there is still listening, watching, or otherwise entertained by all this. Is there a particular area you want me to go to? You have the choice between the Indigo Quarry and... oh Christ, what was the name of the other place? Oh god, I've actually forgotten what it was called. Oh, that's embarrassing. What is it? I think it's like the wilds or something like that. What's that area called? Oh, it's completely gone. But anyway, you get one rocky area and one sort of plant-filled area. So, if anybody out there has a preference, take your pick. If not, don't worry about it. I'll make my own decision all in good time. That's going well enough. I really should add another layer to that. This is the thing, I don't want... Moss blanket! Thank you, that was it. Thank you, cat. I could not for the life of me remember what it was called. Moss blanket. You want me to go to the moss blanket? Yeah, I suppose I could do moss blanket, couldn't I? Alright, well we'll find a place to put these phosphor slimes in first. And then we'll see what happens. I'm already full. I'm full of phosphor. Gather up as much of this stuff as I can. I need the money. I need all the money. Yeah, you can get the honey slimes there. There's several different slime types you can get there. I mean, this is the thing, because each, like, area has its own sort of biome. And you can get different types of slime there, and there's a whole bunch of them. Including the honey slime, which is one of the ones you can get in the moss blanket. How did I not remember it's called the moss blanket? What am I thinking? What's the overgrowth, then? Is that one of the more recent expansions? I can't even remember now. There's quite a lot of information around this game. Hey, upgrade available. Dash boots. Ooh, so close. So close. The boom slime. Was the boom slime in the moss? I thought the boom slime was in the Indigo Quarry. Because, I know you can get the hunter slimes in the, one of those, and... Bye-bye. Beat me to it. I tried to get there. I really did. Oh, heavens. Okay, so we got some hen. Go away. One. Ah. That means we can get some more from... Excuse me. Come on, no, you're up there. Where are you? Damn it, I don't have the jet boots yet. Are they in both? I can't remember. It's actually been quite a while since I last played this. Because I played it after the 1.0 update, obviously. Which was sort of last year-ish. And I haven't really touched it since. Gotcha. Here's a tip in the form of a riddle. Unlocking with trade, a place not quite plain. Oop, hang on, hold that thought. Go away. A place not quite plain, things going fast, maybe rash, running around, shooting a charge. You will find out if the place is large. Come here, you. Success. Okay. Are you referring to the recent Quicksilver update or whatever it was called? The Quicksilver? No, it's a Quicksilver slime wasn't it? In the what was it, Ogden? What was his name? I forget now. Begins with O. Yeah, see, that's how the DLC areas in this game actually work. You trade with a person, and then you get sort of an invite to their part of the world, such as it is. What are you doing? Well, okay, I know it's technically... It's DLC because it's extra content that's not part of the main game. I know it's included in the game and it's a free update, but DLC stands for downloaded content. It can be free DLC, but it's still DLC. Clues in the name. So don't be complaining about that too much. Okay, I need more. I need to gather up more quartz. I need so many more quartz. Because I've got enough... Wait, bugger off. I've got enough for part of what I want. I need, what is it, 254? I need 677, 8. I need about 2,400. Monies before I could really do what I want to do with these phosphor slimes and get rid of them. Which means I need about 600 more monies. Give or take. That's what I said. I said downloadable content. I said that that's what it stood for. I mean, I guess if you wanted to get technical, you could call it an expansion, which is exactly the same thing for the record. DLC is just that an expansion is what they used to be called. Now they're called DLC. Yeah, I have enough for the grotto, but I don't have enough for this stuff. I got put man from China because I started yelling when I explained to them that it wasn't paid DLC. It's not paid DLC. Agreed, it's not paid DLC, but that's the difference between paid DLC and free DLC. There is a difference. Because it's a free DLC that's just like, it's just an update to the game. But it's still DLC, because you have to download it. In a way, that's kind of the difference between a DLC and an expansion, because an expansion like came on a disc once upon a time back before the internet was a thing. So they are free DLCs, which is nice of them. You know, I'm always in favor of free DLC, but it is technically still DLC. Eat stuff. Give me your plorts. I need more money. I need so much more money. Always like eat something, please. Even if it's eating each other. Oi, 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 oi. Don't start bleeding arguing in my chat. Okay? Don't make me get the banhammer out. We're having good fun here today. It's nice that the people are getting enthusiastic about the conversation in question. But drop it. Doesn't matter whether it's paid DLC, non-paid DLC, expansions, or just free update. It's all the same. It's all the same stuff. Oh Or you may be holding your banhammer, but your banhammer doesn't have any power in my place, mate. How'd you get out? Oh, that's probably how. I'm getting really bad luck with that. That. Away from there, will you? Ow, ow, ow. Getting blue slimes. Open up that now, and I'll show you the new area. I always think this is kind of expensive for what it is, but it's useful. It is very useful to have this. Look, new area with 5 new patches. Lovely stuff. Okay, so we need a corral, and we'll need an air net. That's 425. Excellent. Huh. Wonder where that goes. Guys, enough. Drop the argument, please. Talk about something else. Oh, is that where it goes? Fair enough. Like I said, I haven't played any of that extra content stuff yet, so that'll be interesting to see when we get to it, because that'll be first time for me. Supports. More food. Could build a farm, I guess. Maybe. You see, farms cost more money, although you get more money in the long run, because you see, this is a sort of juggling act, because it's like, you know, do you do you build more stuff in order to get more money in the long run, or do you try to save up the money you've got for more money in the immediate time periods? It's whoa, and I'm getting hurt again. Why am I always getting hurt? Why can't you love me? Be enough to give me some extra plots from our guys over in the ranch. Fingers crossed. Ooh, more small carrots. All the carrots. Right, that should do it. There you go. That's enough for you. Whee. Okay. Yay, I have your mail. Should be enough. Okay, let's... No, wait, what was it? It was 420. Damn it, I still don't have enough. Ah! Is there enough for all these guys? Probably not. I need more. Get down off there, please. Thank you. Nice balancing act, but not very useful. How many... Oh, hang on. How many birds? Oh, hello. Yes, please. Bird. One, that should do it. Okay, Arceus, can you, like, cool it the fuck down, please? I don't know what your problem is, but stop. Now. This is literally your last warning. Okay? Right. Okay. Right. Congratulations. That was the first person banned from one of my streams. Well done. What an asshole. Right. Well, that's that sorted. Drama. What fun. Anyway. I need to wash that bad taste out of my mouth. Now I've got rid of those, I'm going to... Yeah, I know. I don't know what his problem is. Like, he was perfectly fine. And then I say that the updates for this game were free DLC. And he just goes, no, they weren't DLC. They were free downloadable content. And I'm like, wait, what? And then, yeah, like... Here's the thing, I don't really want people doing like that roleplay stuff in my chat. It's not why we're here. So, and you know, it's just, you know what? I'm not even going to repeat what he did, even for you guys watching this video in the future, because it's not even worth repeating. He's gone, and he's not coming back. Congratulations to him. What a prick. Right, let's go to the new area. Ding, 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 ding. Ah, the moss blanket. It's very green. Yep. Banzai. Slimes go boom. You're right, there were boom slimes over here. For now, I'm mostly just going to gather up plorts. They don't really have the room for all of these slime types yet. So I need to gather up the money from these guys in order to be able to actually... Come on. Give me your plorts, please. Okay, man. Will you stop eating everything? Honestly. Make this a lot like... The moss blanket may seem like an ancient jungle of sorts, but the fact is that much of what you see here wasn't even around when I first began exploring this land. At this rate, I reckon there won't be long before this greenery completely overtakes the far, far range. I do like this area. It's, despite the exploding things, it's strangely calming. It's a nice area. More birds. Trying to remember where all the good stuff is. Oh no, ferals. Bye bye. Ferals are just generally unpleasant. Hello, it's the honeys. Let's hope they've actually left some stuff around. Whoa, what the? Oi. Go away. You mind? Don't need the hand. That's fine. I don't need that. Oh, I really want that. There we go. Honey plorts. That's what I've been looking for. Okay, let's keep going. Glows in the dark. It's very pretty area. I like how they just consume an entire chicken. I suppose it makes a certain kind of sense. Puddle plorts. Those guys are kind of easy to look after. Hello! I found hunter slimes. Oh boy, those are rare. I'm keeping that. Hunter slimes can turn invisible. Makes them very hard to spot unless you are very, very lucky. I mean, nothing's dropping any plorts anywhere. The only reason I came into this area to want plorts. You only have 200 slimes. I can't remember how many I ended up with in like my really big file. I don't know. It's probably still on here actually. I could go and show you maybe later on, but I'm not that desperate. Crap. Shit. Ah. I forgot I didn't have the friggin' hover boots. That's just embarrassing. And I lost the fucking hunter slime too. Yay. Hi B, I bought a cactus from you, sort of. When I came back home, it was the only thing left in your shop. Was a lonely little guy, so I decided to adopt it. You know I kill every plant I touch, but I promise you this one will be the last. I mean, if I can't keep a cactus alive, then clearly something is really wrong. When I look at it, I think of you out there in the range, doing your thing. I hope you're okay. I'm not reading all that. Damn it, I can't believe that just happened. That's very embarrassing for me. Oh dear. Yeah, your birds get old for some reason. I never quite looked how long that's the thing. But it's like the only thing in the place that does get old, but whatever, I guess. Right, well, now we need to recover from that very embarrassing episode and try to get back to where we were before. I can't believe that actually happened. Right, let's go back to the moss blanket. Bit of a trek, but we'll be alright. Yeah, I haven't bought the jetpack yet. And I really should buy the jetpack because here's the thing. Late in the game, the jetpack becomes so useful. It's practically a requirement to get around. Almost. You can get around without it, but it's trickier. But the jetpack becomes really, really useful, and you kind of get used to having it. So when you go back to the beginning of the game, you kind of forget that you don't have it, and so you make little fuck-ups like that. Okay, what things are there? Box of stuff. We'll go down that way later. It's like in any game really, where you sort of play it all the way. Any game where you get like upgrades, like a Metroid game, you know, where you like pick up all the upgrades and then very slowly you get used to having all of them, and then you go back to the beginning of the game, and it's just like I can't play without the upgrades. I need them again. Tell me what this is like. Not in a bad way or anything, but there you go. Ah. Just a random slime toy there. Never seen that before. 8 mangoes. Oops, that's the wrong one. Crap. Why is everything pink? I don't want pink slimes. Give me colored slimes, please. Thank you. Okay. Go away. You please. Stop exploding. Stop eating all the colored bloody plorts. It's a madhouse around here. If memory serves, going back to the loss of my hunter slime from earlier, which was still really fucking embarrassing, there is actually a place where they're more or less guaranteed to show up. Hello. Not here, but that was quite lucky. I don't know specifically if I can get to it without my jetpack. Maybe I can. Or is that it? Yeah, have they changed the sound effects for the Yep. But yeah, if memory serves, if you follow this route around here and go around the corner, there's like an area with some like sort of mushroomy looking trees. I'm pretty sure that's the area where you can more or less find, guarantee to find at least one tabby slime. Of course you have to wait for them to regenerate each time, of course, but you can. Obviously I don't have the jetpack at the moment. I think that's going to be what I buy next. I'm going to buy the jetpack because it's too freaking useful. Way too useful. Because with the hunter slimes now found, I need to build a corral for that. Just an entire corral for just one single hunter slime. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I could put him in with the tabby slimes, but that then leads to the chance of one of the tabby slimes grabbing a hunter slime and turning into a mix. It eventually, yes please. Yes please. Eventually, it does get to the point where you need to start using Lagos, just in general, in order to, because you sort of start running out of space, which is slightly embarrassing. Actually, no, wait, no, I don't have room for this. Sure, I can't pick that up. Never mind. Forget it. Forget I'm doing anything. Ignore me. I'm not here. Hi. Stop eating all the plorts. plorts, please. Here we go. Nice. Okay. Not too badly. You threw a hunter slime off the edge once. Oops. How did you accidentally throw a hunter slime off the edge? I'm not going that way again. Couldn't even remember. The reason why I started going down there is I couldn't actually remember what was down there. I was like, have I been down here before? Can't remember. I know, let's go and explore. And then I died. Which is very embarrassing. So I'm not going to do that again. Yeah, accidentally in inverted quotes. Inverted quotes. In quotes or inverted commas, whichever way around you want to do it. I've been doing this too long. I'm starting to get tired. What time is it? Christ, it's almost half full. I was trying to throw a fruit, but I threw the slime instead. Whoops. Any more colourful plorts to pick up? I keep wanting to say colourful slimes. They're not colourful slimes, they're colourful plorts. Difference. Not sure if I actually want to try this time. Could I make that jump? I probably could, but I'm not going to bother risking it. It's not worth it until I get the jetpack. I've got too many honey and boom plorts to risk it. Any more to pick up? Oop, hello. Puddle plort. Oh, hello, there's one more too. And now I'm stuck in the water. Yay! There's another one. And another one. I do want to try to pick up at least 20 of both of these kinds before I head back. Yeah, don't try it, don't try it. No, don't worry, I'm not going to try it. I learn from my mistakes. Let's go back. What are you doing here? Wait. Go away. I don't think that worked. Alright, there we go. No, close enough. No more plorts? No more plorts? Anybody got plorts? Slimes in space. Well, they will be after I've done with them. Okay. So I went that way. Okay, let's go this way. Because why the hell not? Do 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 do. Ooh, another puddle. Oh. I can't remember how much those are worth. An amount, I know that, but ooh, another one. Puddle plorts are shy. Now, I'm positive they've updated the sound effects on those cats. Well, the tabby slimes. They're cats. Because I don't remember them mewing quite so realistically. Boink. That's gonna come back down again, isn't it? Damn it. No, you don't. Ooh, that's a weird effect. What's up with that? Because you're going to take a bite out of me. Do you mind? I'm trying to save your asses here. Oh, for goodness sake. Whoa, that is trippy. What is up with that? Bugger it. I can't be arsed. I shall leave them to die. Sometimes when I don't feel like walking home, I jump off the edge. Yeah, well, that's certainly one way to do it. But it depends on if you can like, afford to lose the stuff you've got or not. Because sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Come on, get up. Oh, where's the way up? I know there's a way out over here somewhere. Come on, I've used it before. Where are you? I think it used to be over there. They must have sealed it off. That's annoying. Oh well, guess I'll have to go out the other way then. Which means going back all the way. Back the way I came. Which is going to be slightly annoying. No, only slightly, but still. Some slimes just never stop exploding, I guess. Okay, right. I think it's time to go home with my spoils, because the longer I stay out here, the longer I risk being knocked unconscious by something. Like my own stupidity. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, let's go. I need to get some upgrades. I need so much stuff. This is the problem. It's whether you focus on... hang on. Yes. Come here, please. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, yep, we're good. Whee! Run through the trippy tunnel. Ah. The good thing about tar slimes is water kills them, which is understandably extremely useful. Eat the bird. Yes. Come on, here we go. Oh, crap. I just noticed how low my health was. I'm like, yeah, I need to wait for my health to recover a bit more. Woo! That was close. 17. That was too close. I'm going home. Woo, success. Ah, lots of money. Alright, that means I can build some more corrals. I can build a corral, I suppose. For now, I'll drop you off down here. If I put high walls, which are cheaper than a top, should be okay to keep you in there. You'll be a bit lonely, but I'll try to find some of your fellow slime types at some point in the future. I think it's upgrade time. What we get? Tank booster, jetpack, 350. Yes. And we shall get... Let's see, that gives me that, so I need that. I'll definitely pick up the water tank, that's useful. Nice. Good. Okay. Look. No, wait, I need to wait for my thingy to recharge. Wait for it. Yay, I can fly! Whee! Only when I've got enough enough energy. Who are you? Hello. That is so not worth it. That's just totally not worth it. I need more chickens. Okay. How long will we be going now? Hour and a half. My voice is starting to get sore. I might call it a day soon. Soon enough, anyway. Oh yeah, my voice is really starting to get sore. We'll do one more quick. Oh, run, see what else we can get. After just generally after food at the moment, it all seems to have been eaten up already. That'll do. You're gonna go eat some Nutella. Straight from the jar. I approve of this idea. Nutella. I've had Nutella in ages. It's nice stuff. Well, I like it anyway. Okay. Birds. So many hens all the time. Really? No far. See, those are the things that don't show up if you play on casual mode. Casual. What kind of gamer do you think I am? Yes, thumbs up. I too agree with this idea. I don't know what we're agreeing to, but I agree to it. So, yay, thumbs up. Can you not jump out of your cell, please? Not cell. No, these are not cells. They are not cells. They are definitely not cells. Yeah, Nutella is straight from the source. It's the way it's got to be, isn't it? What are you doing in there? That'll do it. All this miscellaneous stuff. Wait, how'd you get out? You still in there? Oh, good. Give you a chicken. Why the hell not? Why do I still have a Pogo Fruit left? They're eating Nutella right now. Yep, I'm jealous. Free. Here. Ouch. I think I need to build a new area for you guys at some point in the future. Hold that thought. Oh. Get your butt in there. Bing. It loves boost rows. Like I said, feed him the thing and it's worth double. Yep. Success. Okay, so we need to get rid of some quartz. Nice. can't keep a good slime in its box anymore. I think I'm going to build a new corral for these rock slimes. Should have enough money to do that now. Right here. Corral. Purchase. High walls. Purchase. Should do it for now. Don't need a roof on this yet. And the rock slimes are right at home inside a cave. Which means I can now delete this. Demolish plot. Demolish. I hate that it actually costs you money to delete something. You'd think you'd get money back for it, but nope, apparently that's not how this game works. Shame, really. So, my next goal, I'm gonna move these guys inside the thing slowly, then I'll unlock that area, then I'll unlock that area over there. Slowly opening things up, buying upgrades whenever I have a bit of free cash. My current goal is to move these guys inside there and start turning this area into farmland. That's sort of my next immediate goal. So that should be good. Should be fine. But I think I'm going to call it a day, because my voice is getting pretty rough right now. And I'm running out of drink. Oh, and my tea's gone cold. That's unpleasant. Ah, I hate cold tea. Ah. That's not nice. So, yeah. This has been fun. I've been streaming for about an hour and 40. That's not too bad, I don't think. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to call it a day. It's been good fun. So, we'll save. This is new. Oh, hey, typically, you show up now, Zero. Seriously? Now you show up on... Crying out loud. You show up as I'm leaving. Well done. Well done. Yes, here in time just to see me say goodbye. Well done, Zero. Well done. I could have used you earlier. We had a prick in the chat. I had to bring the ban hammer down on him, but I'll fill you in on the details later. So, yeah. I am going to stop it for now because I've been streaming for well over an hour and a half. If you've liked what you've been seeing, you are welcome to follow me here on Twitch. By all means, please, click the follow button. Is it follow? Whatever it's called. Or if you want to see me on a more regular basis, because currently I'm only streaming once a week. I'm only streaming on Sundays. But if you want to see me on a more regular basis, then you can go right there. I think you can just about see. Can you read that okay? Hang on, let me just move it up. If I put it there, and then if I look down at the floor, if I look over there with the rocks, there. Now you can see it. There's my YouTube channel. You're welcome to subscribe as you wish. So yay. So I'm gonna leave it here. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you whenever I next see you. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Give it sort of 10 minutes while everything stops. Bye 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 bye.